Hi everyone, I hope you're going as well as possible today. And I decided to bring a very broad topic, but very useful. So we're going to find out what does the universe, what does God, what does, um, your spiritual family want you to pay attention to. So we are going to take some oracle cards and then we are going to move to the tarot cards. But don't forget, this is a general reading. So if you want to book a private one with me, you can, email me or send me a DM on Instagram. All the links will be down in the description where you can find me very easily. Okay? So today we are going to pick between three crystals. The first one is a selenite. The second one is a tangerine quartz, if I'm not mistaken, okay? And the last one is, it's called Apache's tear, but it's a type of, it's not tourmaline, obsidian. It's very small, but it's so powerful, so potent. Okay, so pick between one of these three. Okay, number one, the selenite, two, the tangerine quartz, and three, this black one, obsidian. Okay, so don't forget to check on the timestamps to go directly to your reading. Okay, see you very soon. For the ones who chose the selenite, let's start your reading. So we are going to begin actually with this astro dice, so we can have more or less the idea that the universe wants to bring forward. Okay, what does pile number one need to know right now? What are the areas they need to focus? I'm not going to talk about them right now because I also want to bring the oracle cards and then I'll explain it all at once. Okay? So, what is this, the message for the ones who picked pile number one? One more, please. Two more. Okay. It's been a long time that I don't use this. What is the message for my pile number one? What do you have to pay attention to? And okay, I'll bring you one of the goddess oracle. What does my pile number one wants to have to pay attention to right now? Okay, only this one. Okay, so let's begin with the astro dice. We have Saturn. Can you see it? I have no idea. I need to fix my lighting, but okay. We have the fifth house and we have Virgo. You don't need to be this sign, but we are analyzing more of the energies here, okay? We have Freya with radical acceptance. If you have been checking on the videos on the shorts that I've been posting or on my Instagram account, maybe you picked a pile that Freya also appeared with radical acceptance. We'll see. We have publicity with Jupiter in Leo. We have harmony with the Sun in Libra. We have patience with Jupiter in Virgo. And we have the Golden Empress, Jewess of Abydos. We have potency, we have magnetism, and we have confidence. Very interesting. Okay. You know, there's this really interesting idea of something that is very contained and something that wants to come out, because we have Virgo, who is, I mean, the energy of Virgo is very not only detail oriented, but I feel that it can be very discerning and not so expensive in a way. Um, Saturn can definitely cut things out, bring that energy that we're going to focus really on what matters. And like kind of the opposite of it, we have the fifth house. We have, you know, this Leo energy somehow. We have publicity, you know, and yeah, we have the harmony in the middle of all the cards. I think that you have now to seek balance between things that you want to bring into fruition, and maybe you're having a ton of ideas, a ton of really interesting things that you want to bring into your life, or I don't know, it could be at work. Maybe you're finally in a stage of work that you have the freedom to, you know, bring new ideas, do many more things that you couldn't do before, stuff like that. And maybe you just want to overdo. Maybe you just want to prove everyone that, oh, thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I'm going to do everything that I can to prove you that you were right, you know. And I'm going to just overgive myself, overgive my ideas, overgive all my time into this, and you know, see this expansion. You finally want to appear. You finally feel that you are having this voice that people want to hear. People want to connect more. And maybe you're like, yeah, I finally feel confident in myself. I finally feel that I'm seen, I'm heard, I'm wanted. Depends. Maybe this is also something related to a relationship. Maybe you're finally like, you finally found someone that you really can be yourself. And then because you didn't have this in the past, you're trying to do everything now that you can. So you're over giving, you're over, you know, not only sharing, because I don't think that's negative most of the time, but try to be more discerning, you know, try to be more patient, try to bring more patience in your life. You know, we have like the Jupiter, like the expansion, but within the control of Virgo. Again, we have Virgo here, we have Virgo here, we have Saturn, that can be very discerning, can be very wise, can take things very slowly. You have the wisdom to express yourself fully. This is not, definitely not saying like, you know, hold yourself back, don't put yourself too much out there, you know, you're finally feeling that you have so much to give, so much to, share, and oh no, you shouldn't do that. You definitely should, but try to do that in a place of groundness, you know. Don't stop expressing yourself. Don't stop being who you truly are. Don't stop being creative, but just be a bit more discerning with all of that, Try to bring harmony, Maybe you hid yourself for too long. And now that you're finally freeing yourself, maybe you just want to do that all the time. And you do that without filters. That can be something that you can overburn yourself. Like you burn yourself from doing so much, from showing yourself so much. You have to show yourself. You have to keep doing that. You are in a stage in your life, an era of your life that you have so much potency, magnetism, confidence. Great. Just do that in a more grounded way. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out. Freya, with radical acceptance, I feel that is not only the phrase we're going to see with more of the tarot cards, but I also think is her energy, she's considered to be the goddess of love and war, so she has to be very confident. So you're bringing this energy, These are very strong, powerful, magnetizing entities. So you're exuding that. You're exuding this creativity. So let's find out through the tarot cards. What are the messages for the ones who picked pile number 1? Please. 2 more. What are the messages for those who picked pile number 1? Okay, 6. And one of the Metatron Oracle. What is the message that pile number 1 should listen, to pay attention? Yes, and also just felt one right here. Just hit it. Okay. Let's start with the Metatron Oracle. We have duality. Just like I said, harmony, duality, the sun in Libra that I showed you before with balance. We have duality, balance needed. And we have gold, cup of replenishment. Try to keep replenishing yourself. Don't overdo, don't overproduce, don't overshare. Do that. Share your truth, share yourself, share your creative ideas. But do that in a very wise way, You have a lot of wisdom within yourself. You have a lot to give. Things are not going to lack, There won't be lack. But plan yourself better with this Virgo energy. We have King of Pentacles, Prince of Cups, Knight of Cups actually, 9 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, Princess of Wands, such beautiful energies. This period is really a period for you to that you're finally feeling inspired to, you know, produce a lot of content, a lot of projects. Um, you're more open to expand yourself, maybe through studies, maybe through work. So you're feeling a lot of, stamina lately. So you feel that you have so many ideas, you have so many things to do. You're feeling, in a high frequency overall, you know, no matter how hard things are, you're like, I can do this. I can definitely do this. I've been through so much in my life that I can really do this. I can expand myself. I am so creative. I am so, abundant. I'll keep doing that because that's what makes my heart feel that I'm following a purpose. Yeah. And I'm so magnetic. I can bring so many good things in my life following this path. Okay. But the King of Pentacles is very strategic in not so much like the King of Swords, but more like he take his time. He doesn't rush. So that's what you need to bring right now. These are very polar, and it's very interesting because like it's this energy in the beginning that is very it's the total opposite here. So is the King of Pentacles, and the very first spark of energy with the Princess of Wands here. Very, very opposite forces who started the reading and finished the reading. I mean, with the tarot cards. And you see, you have to bring balance into this. You have to bring the wisdom and you have to bring the creative spark into all of this. But you're great. You are doing so well. And, just be mindful, try to plan things out a little better. Okay. So I hope this reading was at least insightful. Don't forget that you can find me to book a private one for your specific case. So, all right, see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, for those who picked the tangerine quartz, definitely one of my favorite crystals. I really like how comfy they are somehow. Okay, so let's begin with your... Actually, let's begin with the astral dice. So we are going to have an overlook of your message for today. So connecting to the ones who picked pile number 3. I've done so much today, so sorry if I'm tripping over my words too much. Pile number 2, please. Okay, I'm not going to tell you right now because I want to, take more cards. Okay. What are the messages, the energies they want to come through for the ones who picked pile number 2? I'm seeing a lot of purple. Pile number 2, please, one more. Okay, and it's been a long time since I don't use this oracle, but let's see. What is the energy, the message that wants to come through? Pile number 2, please. Two cards then. Okay, so we have the 12th house. I hope it's focusing, but if it's not, believe in what I say. Taurus. Yeah, I'm already feeling like such a slower energy compared to the first pile. Maybe that's why, you know, this very comfy energy, slower, that you're maybe taking a longer time to process things. It's a very different energy. And we have Neptune. We also have fulfillment with Saturn and Sagittarius. Again, you don't need to have displacements, but we're just analyzing the overall energy. We have Venus in Pisces with submission. And we have Mercury in Virgo with caution. Yeah, definitely everything is like, I'm getting a picture, perfect picture. We have Abraham with justice, truth, and duty. Very grounded energy. And we have the Morrigan. Antipathy, introspection, and opposition. Very powerful energy. Whew. Okay, interesting. I don't know if you are this type of person or you should bring this energy right now, but since I'm getting this energy very strongly, like slower, like I said, more introspective, that you take a long time to process things. Maybe you find a lot of comfort through daydreaming, or at least consuming a lot of medias that take you out of this world. Or maybe you should do that to heal yourself in a sense. I'm getting antisocial vibes, especially because of the Neptune and the 12th house. I feel, although it's not, we didn't get the Pisces here, although we got Venus in Pisces actually with submission. I'm getting this very dreamy personality, or even like if you spend more time in the dream realm, you would find better ways to express yourself or to feel things that needs to be felt. But again, we have the Taurus energy. Taurus is a sign that takes a lot of time to process, likes comfort. Of course, everybody likes comfort, but it's very stable, it's very grounded. So I'm already painting this image of yourself that is very introspective. It can maybe have antisocial tendencies, and you try to put everything aside. Sometimes, of course, people like this are not so understood by society, and maybe in your situation in specific, you have these tendencies, but normally you don't have time to bring them into your daily life because, you know, you have a bunch of things to do, you have a bunch of things to, you know, you have a bunch of responsibilities. But I think strangely enough, although like again, society kind of disapproved this type of um, personality per se, it's exactly here where you're going to find fulfillment. Trying not to compare yourself with what society expects of you. Because, like, last month, for example, I was, maybe you've heard of her, maybe not, Fiona Apple. And it's been ages that I didn't listen to her, but last month I started to listen to her again, and she's she's like this, like more or less like this. So she's very introspective. She just feels too deeply, and definitely she's not accepted. Like, she cannot be a pop star in a sense because of how she is, but you can find so much depth within her lyrics. It's so wild because, I listen to a lot of mainstream songs, and although there are very cool ones, like, you can find deep ones but not that much, and then you get in touch with Fiona's work. There are songs that apparently don't make any sense, and that's just beautiful. It does, like, she's putting her heart there. Maybe if it doesn't make sense, maybe if it's just like just for the name of art. And maybe that's what you have to bring it into your life. Be who you truly came here to be. I know it hurts not to fit this perfect role into society. It definitely hurts. It's lonely, it can be frustrating not to be understood, not to be seen, not to be liked because you're like that. But when you finally accept it and embrace this in a sense of, as much as you can, of course, you're not going to let all your responsibilities go because of that. But maybe through art, through everything that you write, everything that you put out, you will find that it will be worth it. And you can be even more, I don't know, if you want to be more productive at work, maybe being yourself whenever you can, and having that space to really charge yourself from the daily activities that make you feel so tired and exhausted. That's when you finally can uh, have a more balanced life, not so depressing in a way that you can't be yourself. Okay, I'm going to get some tarot cards. What are the messages for the ones that picked pile number 2? Oh my God. Messages for the ones who picked pile number 2, please. Maybe you can find something to work or just to put out all this beautiful energy that you have inside. Most of the time in our society, that you have to be happy, extroverted, liked. Okay, I forgot to tell you, but I'm already seeing the cards. We have the Empress, the Devil, the Star, 8 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the High Priestess. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas, and only two minor arcanas. And do I mean by that is basically like a lot of really powerful energies, like more grounded energies, more established energies. That's what I mean. Ooh, we have karma and new dawn with welcome back. Yeah, so many things. So that's really nice. Like, I feel that it's something karmic for you to, and when I say karmic, I feel that you have, although we don't remember asking for that, but we have this kind of responsibility toward others. And when I say others, maybe you don't even know who others mean. It can be someone from your family, it can be someone that you don't even know. Um, just like I said, Fiona Apple. She has no idea who I am, but the way that she touched me in my artistic veins, in the way that I perceive the world, maybe you don't even know who are going to bring your way of being. Maybe there's someone near you. I don't know, maybe within your close friends that when you finally allow yourself to be yourself, you're helping that other person to finally be themselves as well. So you kind of have this karmic, everything is connected, everything is like entangled to, and you don't even know, but you have this responsibility to be yourself, who you truly are. And maybe the way that this modus operandi, like the way that you operate, have always worked, have always brought you good results in life. But now, even if your cups are filled, you have to let this go. Eight of Cups is definitely about it. It's letting go even when things are fine, because you listen to your purpose. You finally say, okay, everything is kind of okay, but I really need to let this go because I feel I need to enter in a new phase of life, of a life that makes way more sense to me. Again, this can be a project. Maybe you can still have your work 9 to 5, and you start creating a creative project. It can be writing, it can be going live into gaming platforms. It can be just, producing something with your own hands. It can be anything, really, you know. Um, with a lot of these major arcanas, the Empress, the Devil, the Star, the High Priestess, you see, I feel this very powerful and potential that wants to express, to be there, to be seen. They have to be seen for other people. Again, it doesn't need to be thousands of people, it doesn't need to be hundreds of people, but even something that is seemingly small will make you feel more at home. We have the Four of Swords, of Wands here. Getting into balance, into reunion with the one that you truly are meant to be. Okay? Try to connect to yourself with your subconscious mind. You know, try to get in touch with this fantasy world, with something that is out of this world. Because you are the one who is going to be able to navigate through these worlds, and through your lens, you're going to be able to bring something that is beautiful, and not beautiful like, oh, um, a swan is very beautiful, but beautiful in a way that it has your soul in that. It doesn't need to be aesthetically beautiful. I'm tripping over my words here, sorry. But it's only beautiful not because it's the pattern, it's the standard um, beauty. Something that is beautiful because it's really coming from you. Again, I'm talking about Fiona Apple. Maybe you should give her a try and listen to her songs. Some of her songs are very weird, but they're so beautiful because she's putting everything out. And that's it, you know. She doesn't have an official social media. She hardly ever appears anywhere, but she put her work out there. In the 90s, she faced a lot of hard times because, you know, if you're successful, you have to behave in a certain way. And she didn't. She didn't. So I bet she struggled a lot. But anyway, her work is there, still touching thousands of people. And maybe that's what you should do to yourself and to others as well. Everybody's waiting for what you have to bring. Okay? Again, I hope this was at least insightful. Don't forget that if you want to book a private reading with me, you can find how to get in touch in the description below. Okay? See you in the next one. Hello for those who picked the obsidian. I have no idea if the name in English is Tear of Apache, but the first time that I got this stone in my hand, I felt this really strong energy into my heart. So it's it is so tiny and yet so powerful. So powerful. So maybe that's also connected to something that you have to listen to today. So first of all, we are going to start with the astral dice, okay? And other oracle cards, so we can get an overview of your energy. So what are the energies that want to come out to pile number 3, please? I'm not going to show you that just yet because I want to take more cards and then I'll say everything at once. I'm feeling more of a humorous, lighter energy. Anyway, so for pile number 3, what are the energies? Okay, they need to bring 4, 3. Okay, some more. And what is the energy the ones that picked pile number 3 have to listen to right now? Okay, one more. No. Okay, so we are going to start with the 8th house. Ooh. Virgo. It doesn't need to be your sign, it's just about the energy. And we have North Node here. We have protection with Moon in Aries. We have Keeper of Whispers with curiosity, madness, and forbidden knowledge. We have originality with Mercury in Aquarius, and principle with Jupiter and Sagittarius. Oh, and one more, sorry, with the Oracle of the Goddesses. What are the energies? What are the messages for pile number 3? Please. I felt connected to 3. All of that? All of that. Okay. We also have with Lilith, with independence. A lot of strong energies. Mama Kila with the moon. And Epona with wise leadership. Quite interesting. I'm feeling here a balance between power and power. Not, I think it seems that it's not this strong, deep, heavy. It's not heavy. This power is not heavy. Maybe you're going through something. Maybe you're going through something that you feel that is so hard, or maybe you want to achieve something that you truly believe is going to be so difficult that you're going to have such a hard time to have it, that you're going to have so many challenges, so many hard things to endure, because like, oh, I really want to get to this place in my life, but for this to happen I have to sacrifice this and that, because I don't know, maybe someone that you really admire went through all of that and they had to sacrifice so much in their lives. Or maybe you're already living this phase that things are so difficult, but in a way you still feel like, oh, but I'm doing this because of that specific goal. So you are enduring so many bad things, but because also you truly believe that, you know, if you want that much, you have to pay a very, very high price for everything that you want. Let me tell you, you don't. So we have North Node. North Node is really like going to the polar opposite of everything that you know. We have the South Node that are things that we've already, I don't know, maybe we've learned, or maybe we have some type of tendencies and we really want to focus to get to the other side. You are going through that, but and you're going to go through something that is very deep. I just stopped it for a moment because I'm listening to a lot of words, people talking outside, and I just wanted to check if I needed to stop recording, but I don't think I need. So we have Lilith, an entity that is very much considered to be very dark, you know, very negative sometimes. But here she is bright, she's shining so bright. And I think that you're not wrong from wanting the things that you truly want, but maybe you're having this idea that things should be difficult in order for you to achieve these things. Or maybe you're just scared and you don't even like, I won't even start this because I would have to sacrifice so much in order to get to that. But when you're finally curious enough to maybe learn more about, forbidden knowledge about the universe, how universe works, how manifestation can help you through that. And I'm not talking like just do, uh, this board with, oh, I want a Ferrari, I want this and I want that. Not only that, there are way deeper layers into all of this. So maybe if you get curious and start to study more about this type of knowledge, maybe you're going to find out and you're going to overcome these previous ideas that things have to be so difficult. If you really want to something really beautiful in your life, things are going to be so difficult. Or you're going to have to sacrifice a lot. These are very limiting beliefs, and I'm going to ask you to, search more about this type of things because there are so much good content if you know where to look online. Maybe even better if you search for good books about that. No, it's not only like praying for something or looking to a car that you want in a picture every day, all the time. It's not only about that. But I truly believe that once you have this knowledge, that you are going to be, a very potent figure to reach everything that you want. And you're going to maybe even teach other people how to do it. You can be this wise leader for so many other people, So that would be very, very interesting for you to do. You should really stop, try to overcome these limiting beliefs. You are capable of having everything that you want in your life. Guess what? They don't need to be that difficult for you to reach. Okay, what are the advice for those who picked pile number 3? Sorry that I'm tripping over my words. I've been filming this for a long time. Okay, what else, please? Advices for those who picked pile number 3. One, two, and one more through this Metatron. Oh. Forbidden knowledge. Advices for those who picked pile number 3. Okay. We have red with strength, safety, and power. Again, this idea of power, but in a very light way. Ooh, Akashic Records, evaluation and review. Akashic Records, maybe you have to look into that again. Not again, but that too, because, maybe it's a forbidden. When I say forbidden, of course, it's not forbidden knowledge, but it's more occult. So if you start searching about Akashic Records and also how to connect with your ancestors, because I've always say I still need to bring you a video about how to connect with ancestors, because I think it's one of the easiest and most efficient way to, get a lot of blessings into your life. But you have to do it in a very proper way. We have Knight of Wands, the Judgment, Two of Swords, Princess of Swords, Princess of Cups, and 5 of Pentacles. Okay. In order for you to really overcome this 5 of Pentacles, this mentality that things are going to be so difficult if you follow that path, you have to be very open to, in your heart and in your mind, to study everything that you need to study in order to overcome those limiting beliefs. You know, you deserve everything good that life has to offer you. Believe that. Really believe that. You're going to get into the next phase of your life the way that you finally let go of this, and how fast things can come into your life once you realize how things don't need to be torturing, depressing, anguishing, and you don't need to sacrifice a lot. Maybe you need to sacrifice your time studying and applying more work into yourself, into your spirituality, and into, learning more, because I see this. You connecting more with this hidden part of yourself. And when you finally go within, you learn a lot of things, and then you speak, you put it out, you inspire people, you teach people in a way. Okay? That's a way that you can finally go to your North Node, to the things that you need to learn in this lifetime. Okay? So, I hope this was helpful. If you want to book a private reading with me, you know where to find me, through email or through Instagram. Okay, so that was it. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like the video if you did. Thank you very much, and see you in the next reading. Bye bye.